Okay, what do you look for when you're looking for citizenship? I'm going to give you some big tips I think will keep you from making big mistakes. I see so many people, even in the citizenship business, that make these mistakes and they learn and then they try to teach other people, the right way. I was lucky. I'm not saying I'm wiser than anybody else, but I was lucky. I picked the best choice the first time around and never have regretted it. But these are some things that you need to be looking at when you're getting citizenship. Number one is stick with countries that have no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, where you can get the citizenship as quick as 45 days. You want, if it's not 45 days, try to get as quick as you can, okay? There are only 2 in the Caribbean that you can get fairly fast that are programs like this, and that's Antigua and Barbuda and St. Kitts and Nevis. The only other one outside of that that's a pure tax haven where you can get it pretty quick is Vanuatu, but the problem with Vanuatu is you don't have visa-free travel now to the Schengen countries because of they got in all that trouble with the OECD on getting people in that were some bad dudes, and what happens is it screwed up their citizenship program. But these are some things that you want to look at. Now, I see this coming up a lot is I see people promoting Turkey. I'm so against Turkey in so many ways. I mean, I actually looked into it myself. I kept just looking for every which way how that passport could be a good passport. And folks, it is so bad. It is so bad. I would never advise people to buy that passport. Let me tell you why it's so bad. It's got so many things wrong with that passport. And I've had so many people in from the Middle East that have thrown pies in my face, and they won't sit there and study the stuff I've got, so they're going to end up stepping in dog crap later, and then they're going to look back, and it's when they start having to get visas everywhere they go, or a lot of places where they go, and then they're going to look back and say, damn, I wish I'd listened to Tom on that. The visa-free travel in Turkey is awful. For what you're paying now, you're looking at you don't have visa-free travel to the Schengen countries. I don't even know if they ever get EU membership. They applied a long time ago. And the other problem you have too is the fact that if you live there, you're going to be taxed heavily on your worldwide income. And I tell people, don't ever get citizenship in a place where if you need to move there, they're going to tax the hell out of you. That's probably the reason you're getting out of your place where you're living right now. Why do you want to jump into one dog pile and then jump right into another one? You know, it doesn't make sense to me. But people do this all the time. And they're going to tax you heavily on your worldwide income. Another thing is too, at least in the Caribbean countries, you got everything English speaking. I've told so many people about all the problems that you run into when you end up getting a passport, and then in a country where the main language is not English, you move there and you just struggle. You waste so much time trying to speak the language there. The Turkish language is a hard language to learn, and you don't have to learn the language to get the citizenship, because it's a fast-track program, and then they're taking your investment, so you can skip that. But the problem is when you get there, it's trying to communicate with people. I'll tell you something. I've already been through that. I know how tough it is dealing with countries that you can't speak the language. It's a pain in the ass, I'm telling you. Especially the older you get, you're going to find out you just don't have the time. You don't want to mess with dealing with that. And I've told people about the case I had with Dominican Republic. I almost died there because the pharmacist gave me the opposite medicine because he misunderstood what I said. It's just so many problems that you run into with that. Getting a car part put in. It's hard enough dealing with mechanics trying to screw you when you know the language fluently. Go to a country, especially in Latin America, where you can't speak the language. You can see what kind of nightmares you're going to run into in simple things like getting your car fixed. It's just, it can drive you nuts, okay? I would be sticking with countries that you speak the language, income tax free, real good visa-free travel. St. Kitts just kills Turkey on the visa-free travel. And getting a visa in these other countries, folks, is really, really, can be a pain in the butt sometimes, okay? Costly, time-consuming. Why do you want to do that when you can get one that it's just got a lot more visa-free travel? It just doesn't make sense to me. But I see people all the time do it and they step in dog crap and they go, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. All of a sudden they remember what I told them about visa-free travel, the tax advantages, all these different things that, not including the lira. Go look at a chart of the lira even before it was the lira. You can go back 100 years on whatever currency that Turkey had, and it's done nothing but nosedive, okay? You can go back before the lira. I actually did a video on that. You can go to Wikipedia and just pull it up on the Turkish lira, and that will give you the history of the Turkish lira and how bad that currency has done from the very beginning before it was the Turkish lira. It has been a dive bomb for years and years and years and years and years. You can go back to probably 100 years on that chart and see it's not a good place to go to put your money. But I see more people just do it over and over and over again. It's just amazing to me. Maybe one day they'll straighten it up, but I certainly wouldn't want to be going in an investment that's got that type of track record over that time period. Anyway, folks, if you want to learn more on this, go to our website again, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. Number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit this, don't forget, hit the subscribe button right of your screen, folks. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.